If you didn't already know this about me, I really have a heart and a passion for equality, and which is why this was the only time I've done a full month worth of videos on one topic, and fair housing is just one of those things that just strikes a chord in me, but a good chord. And so, with all that I have shared thus far, I couldn't end this series without sharing ways that you can file a complaint. So, before I do that, let me introduce myself. My name is Kim McBride, also known as Get Keys with Kim. I'm a licensed associate broker as well as a broker in real estate in Maryland, DC, Virginia, Pennsylvania, and the Dominican Republic. Let's get started, y'all. First, let's start with the fact that complaints usually and typically are filed within 1 year from when the incident actually occurred. Number two, you can file a complaint various different ways. So that could be in person, at like a fair housing agency, or via mail, via phone, or in writing. And in writing being online. And it's also good to know that anyone can file a complaint. It can be a buyer, it could be a renter, it could be a tenant, it could even be a witness. After the complaint is submitted, then HUD reviews it and determines under which category of the 7 protected federal classes does this complaint fall under. And if you don't remember what they were, go back a few videos and then check those out. As long as the complaint falls into one of those categories, the investigation moves forward. So there are HUD investigators that then go and collect information. So this could be marketing materials that were used, interviewing landlords and housing providers and realtors. This is reviewing any emails or documentation that was submitted. Even as going as far as interviewing witnesses. Before they deep dive too far, they try something known as a conciliation, which is like a request to come together to see if there's some type of resolve or resolution that all parties can come to before additional steps are taken. This is all voluntary and the parties do not have to agree to it, but at least it's a good faith step to see if parties can come together to make a decision. So examples of different types of resolutions, this is not exhaustive, these are just examples, would be things like financial compensation or fair housing training, policy changes, and even corrective action. More times than not, most resolutions happen here before they make it all the way to court, but sometimes they go beyond this segment. After the investigation is complete, then HUD will come back with a response, and there's only 2 possible outcomes. There is no reasonable cause, so after they've done their research, they say they don't feel like there's any type of fair housing violation that took place, or, you guessed it, reasonable cause, which means that they have sufficient enough evidence to prove that there was some type of violation in fair housing and that the evidence suggests that there was discrimination. If reasonable cause is found, then the case can be moved to either an administrative hearing or federal court. These consequences include civil penalties, damages to the victim or victims, required policy changes, and fair housing training. I hope that none of you watching this ever get to that place where you do have to make a complaint, but unfortunately, things like HUD are in place because these things have been happening for decades. So, when we know better, we do better. So hopefully we'll all take this information and do better. Each one teach one. All right, I've done my part then for today. Thank you so much for stopping by. Feel free to like, share, comment, follow, leave a question, come back for more. Make it a great day on purpose, and then do what? Get keys with Kim. I'll talk to you later. Deuces.